Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bandwagon Sports. I am your host, Cade Navarro, and this is a Bandwagon Friday show. The last Friday before Christmas. So we got Christmas coming up this Monday. So I want to thank you, Bandwagoners, for tuning in. It is snowing here in the DFW area. So we're going to be rolling up some snowmen. We're going to be making some snowballs, launching some snowballs, doing our thing. But I hope y'all have a great Christmas. We have a lot to unpack in today's episode. We got Thursday night football that happened last night. We got some news just surrounding all sports. And then we got our Week 16 NFL matchups happening this weekend. We got Saturday games, Sunday games, and all Christmas Day, 3 Christmas games. And we got some bowl games this weekend. Man, we got a lot to unpack in this episode. So thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for being here. Drop a comment in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. But we're going to go ahead and hop right into the action. I hope y'all like this little wintry theme. Doing it for Christmas. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But we're going to hop right into it. We're going to start with, the old Thursday night football action that we had. So, with the NFC, we have a bunch of teams in playoff contention. We got the playoff race. We got a bunch of tied teams at 7-7. So, last night we had 2 teams. We had the Saints and we had the Los Angeles Rams both in that playoff contention at that 7-7 spot. So playoff implications for last night's game. So winner of that would have a better shot at playoffs, not necessarily guaranteed playoffs, but a better shot at playoffs. But Rams, they are starting to get hot. Rams pull it off. Los Angeles Rams win 30-22 against the New Orleans Saints. Matt Stafford, 24 for 34, 328 yards, 2 touchdowns. Derek Carr looks like he has a great game on paper. 27 for 40, 319 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Alvin Kamara not getting much done. 9 carries for only 19 yards. Kyren Williams with a monster of a game, 22 carries, 104 yards, 1 touchdown. Chris Olave, monster game, 9 receptions, 123 yards. And then Puka Nacua just absolutely going off. Puka with 9 receptions, 164 yards, 1 touchdown. Stats look good for old Derek Carr, but it was not going well for the New Orleans Saints at all. Los Angeles Rams just absolutely dominating in the first half, 17-7 going into half, and then coming out, scored another 10 points, and then most of these stats are from Derek Carr in that fourth quarter just trying to chip back into the game, which actually they got within a 1 score, so actually doing pretty good. But Rams started the season 3-6, not doing too hot. But ever since then, they have just turned it around. We got old Aaron Donald, old Jock. We got Matthew Stafford just absolutely throwing dimes. Puka Nacua, healthy. Cooper Kupp, healthy. Just doing their thing. 5-1 since then. So absolutely turning their season around. And hey, they're getting hot at the end of the season. They could be some playoff contenders right here, and they could be a pretty dangerous team. So they're starting to figure stuff out, starting to look like a pretty solid team, and they're scary. I don't know if I'd want to play them. Let's kind of look at their schedule moving forward. Their last 2 games, they play the Giants, should be an easy win, and then, hey, 49ers, on paper, they should get smashed, but hey, they're playing good ball right now. That could be an interesting matchup right there. But I think Puka Nacua, Puka Nacua only 147 reception yards behind the NFL rookie record. So Puka Nacua, these last 2 games, if he pops off, he could be going, or he could get that rookie record for reception yards. Great start for fantasy managers. Picking up 33 fantasy points with 9 receptions, 180 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, just absolutely went off. First drive of the game, boom, Puka Nacua touchdown. And then just got some absolute bombs downfield. I'm surprised he caught this one. This one was insane. But getting that one. Good stuff there from old Puka Nacua and the Los Angeles Rams. So that's our Thursday night football matchup that we're going to go over. We got to get through this stuff quick because we got a lot to talk about. So, Jaylen Warren. Yesterday on our show, we talked about George Pickens being selfish, not blocking for Jaylen Warren. Jaylen Warren could have walked into the end zone if George Pickens just blocks his number 40 right here. So Jaylen Warren and some of the coaching staff had something to say about that. And Jaylen Warren saying, I would have blocked for him. So obviously George Pickens not buying into the Steelers way, the Steelers system like we talked about. And hey, his players would put their life on the line. They'd risk themselves getting injured for old George Pickens. Obviously he wouldn't do it for them. He says it is what it is. At the end of the day, he's doing what he thought was best for him. So playing very selfish, like he's saying, like he is doing what is best for him. He's not doing what's best for his team. You love to see this from Jaylen. Jaylen back up at the beginning of the year behind Najee Harris and gaining that starting role. So this dude's a stud. This dude is bought into the system. This dude would be blocking for anyone as long as it got his team a chance to win the game. So not looking good for old George Pickens. And hey, that's not showing that team chemistry, especially if they're talking to the media like this. It's really showing that, hey, they are not tight-knit. Not a tight-knit group right here. So George Pickens, figure it the fuck out, please. We got Matt Campbell getting emotional on Brock Purdy's senior day. He knew what he was sending to the NFL. He knew that he wasn't just going to be Mr. Irrelevant and sit on the sideline. He knew that he had a stud. And he was a stud at Iowa State. He did very well for their program. But now, Brock Purdy in the NFL, with his contract, he is still getting rookie paychecks right now. So he is still... Brock Purdy's annual salary is less than Arch Manning's NIL valuation. So, Brock Purdy, a candidate for MVP, most valuable player in the NFL, in the entire NFL. He's a candidate for MVP and probably the front runner. And he is making less than $1 million a year, while Arch Manning, a backup at University of Texas, my University of Texas, has made $2.8 million through NIL deals. So, I mean, ridiculous that all Arch Manning is making, a backup college football quarterback is making more money than the league's MVP. So we should see Brock Purdy getting an absolute monster of a contract coming up. But crazy stuff seeing this. I mean, they're number one in the NFC. He's the number one MVP candidate, and they look like the front runner to win the Super Bowl this year. And he is not even getting paid $1 million. So I think he's actually still sharing rent with somebody at a apartment or some type of house. I don't know what it is, but hey, still $800,000, ridiculous money. But hey, this dude needs to get paid. He's put his life on the line. Get the man paid. We got Luka Doncic is on pace to become the first player in NBA history to average 32 points per game, 8+ rebounds per game, and 9+ assists per game in a season. First player ever. Man is just going off with the headband. Daddy Doncic just having a kid, a baby girl, and he is just going off for his baby. He is just doing his thing. Boom, just launching it up. Just a little alley-oopage from the three-point line. A little whoop. We got Doncic right here. Oh, driving in, banking it in. A little backboard shot. LeBron James, a little step back. Over LeBron James and AD. Holy moly. Wow, that's a clip and a half right there. Whoop, around the back. Bang. Daddy Doncic just absolutely going off. I think he is in like 5th place in votes for MVP this year. Jokic and Embiid just having an incredible season yet again. But crazy stuff from Doncic. First player ever to average this. I mean, he's 2 rebounds per game and an assist per game, behind averaging a 32 plus point per game triple double. So the man is going off, doing it for his baby girl. Good stuff there. And then we got Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham. What a great name. What a great name for a basketball player. What a great name for an athlete. What a great name just for a human being. But surprised when looking at the Pistons' record. He said, we're not 2-26 bad. I think they've lost like the last 25 games that they have played. So, ridiculously bad team. Just not able to win. I don't know if they just can't score or what. Let's actually take a look at this. But ridiculous stuff here from ridiculous stuff here from the old Pistons. Like, come on. This is bad. Like, oh, look at all these L's. Just L. Oh my gosh, let's look at the full schedule. So they had to have won like 2 out of their first 3 games. So they beat Charlotte and Chicago. 1 at home, 1 on the road. And that was to start the season off. So they started out 2-1 with a winning record. And then ever since then, they have just deteriorated. It looks like, I mean, Cunningham's been going off some of these games. Like 2 games ago, just scored 43 points. So, come on, guys. Figure it the fook out. You got fans cheering, sell the team. Sell the team. I mean, you know you're bad when your own fans want you to just completely just chalk it up, sell the whole team, get out of there. But you got people in the background with their bags on, chanting "sell the team." You got people wearing back, like they're probably paying like $3 for those tickets, probably like $3 just to go to a game. Actually, let's look. Let's see what a game costs. Let's see if it'll tell us on here. Oh, we want to look at the game. We want to look. Tickets as low as $21. Okay, that's at Brooklyn. At home, also $21. Wow, against the Rockets at home, they're $9. So crazy stuff. Yeah, I mean, they might have to sell the team at this point. If they are not selling out arenas, if they are not making enough money, how are they going to pay their players? I mean, they're going to have to sell their team. But you know who's not going to have to sell their team? The Los Angeles Dodgers. Sign Japanese superstar Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Agrees to a 12-year, $325 million deal with the Dodgers. Absolutely insane. Largest pitcher only contract in MLB history. The Japanese superstar just getting paid I mean, we saw him and Shohei Ohtani playing together. And this dude is just an absolute stud. You knew Shohei wanted him to get signed. You knew he wanted him on the same team. But over $1 billion plus for both Shohei and Yamamoto with their contracts. And this is not to mention who else is on their team. They have so many people, so many assets on their team. Like, look, Dodgers have spent more money this offseason than the rest of the MLB combined. I mean, they're spending billions of dollars. That is ridiculous money right now. And you just see the monsters that we got here. We got Glasnow, we got Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts $300 million plus as well, if not 400. Like, this team is probably worth almost $2 billion. Like, how much money does this organization have? If the Pistons had this much money, they would not be 2-26, you would think. But they just look like absolute monsters. They're looking like a super team. You have to think that they are the favorite, and I think they actually are the betting favorite to win the MLB championship, win the World Series this next year. But I mean, you have to think, who else is on this team? Like, do they just got a bunch of scrubs at all the other positions? Like who else is on this team other than these guys? Are these 5 guys just going to take down everyone? Are they just all position players now? Like, you got Glasnow at catcher, while you got Yamamoto throwing to him, while Shohei Ohtani's on first base. Mookie Betts is playing second and third base. And whoever this guy is, I'm sure I should know who that guy is. But this guy, he's probably playing the entire outfield. Like, they don't have any other players. They can't afford it. Because they got $2 billion right here on the screen. It's ridiculous stuff from the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now we're going to move on to our college football action that we have this weekend. We have some crazy bowl games this weekend. Not really, but we got some bowl games. Last night I thought we had a game. Yeah, last night we had... Oh, come on. Come on now. So last night we had South Florida versus Syracuse. South Florida absolutely stomping on Syracuse. Both 6-6 teams. Syracuse not putting up a single point. 45-0. Just absolutely stomped them. Pass yards for Brown, 214 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he had 14 carries for 64 yards. Crazy stuff there. But wow, South Florida just absolutely shutting out Syracuse. We have Kyle McCord actually. I think he's committed. I don't know if he's signed. Probably signed to Syracuse. So not a good look for old Kyle McCord to go into Syracuse. But maybe Kyle McCord's what Syracuse needs. But the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. What a fucking game right there. And then tonight for Friday action, we got Georgia Tech versus UCF. I think UCF had the second best recruiting class in the Big 12. So maybe they should do pretty well this next year. But what game is this? We got the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. Yeah, listen to these bowl games. These are electric. We got the UCF line at -5.5. Both 6-6 teams. Over 166.5. Holy moly. I expect fireworks tonight. I expect them to just be launching the ball. So, Fuki, give me the over. Ridiculous games. And then we also this weekend we got 76 Birmingham Bowl. Whatever that is. Troy versus Duke. Old Sunbelt team playing old Dookie. I don't think... You have to think Duke's head coach is probably already out of there. and Riley Leonard has to be out of there. So, hey, give me Troy's favorites. Yeah, give me Troy. Give me Troy on this and give me the over. Book it. Duke's not going to have much offense going. I don't know. We're not going to give our picks. We're just going to go over these games and touch on them a little bit. Arkansas State, also a Sun Belt team playing Northern Illinois. 6-6 teams, like just monsters of programs in the Camilla Bowl. Okay. Interesting. We got James Madison. Oh, JMU Dukes at 11-1, playing Air Force 8-4. So hey, now we're starting to get into some winning teams playing each other. So good stuff. We got the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. It's good stuff there. JMU favored it to win that game. Awesome stuff. Georgia State, another Sun Belt team playing Utah State, both 6-6. I love these 6-6 teams. Surprised they're even making bowl games. Now you got a bowl game for anything in the world. I mean, hell, you got a Cheez-Its Bowl. But this is the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Famous Idaho Potato Bowl. You know I'm going to be tuning into the Potato Bowl. Little baked potato bowl. Got Utah State favorited 1.5 points. Oh my gosh. We got South Alabama playing Eastern Michigan in the 68 Ventures Bowl. Don't we have a 76 Ventures Bowl? 76 Birmingham Bowl. Okay. So 68 Ventures Bowl. I think South Alabama, another Sun Belt team. Could be wrong there. Yeah, who cares? Let's see. Southern Alabama favorited by 17 points. Holy shiesta. That is redonkulous. And then we got Utah. All right, here's a decent one. In Allegiant Stadium. Jesus Christ, I cannot talk. In the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. Okay. Utah favored by 6.5 points against Northwestern. This is actually a cool game because you got Pac-12 Utah facing Northwestern Big Ten. They're going to be in the same conference this next year. So Utah going to the Big Ten. Going to play Northwestern next year. Maybe. I don't know how they're doing their matchups. But hey, Big Ten matchup right there. Future Big Ten matchup right there. Coastal Carolina, another Sun Belt team. Sun Belt, baby. Taking on San Jose State. San Jose State favored 9 points. They're both having a winning record of 7-5. Good stuff there. Hey, we're not going to be back till probably Wednesday. We got to talk about this. I'm going to be gone Christmas Day and probably Tuesday. So our next show will be this upcoming Wednesday. Bandwagon Wednesday. So we're going to have a lot of action to unpack. But hey, let's go ahead and go over these little Tuesday games. We got Bowling Green versus Minnesota. Wow, Minnesota 5-7 made a bowl in the Quick Lane Bowl. Minnesota favored though, -3.5 against Bowling Green at Ford Field. Then we got my alumni. I'm from Texas State University. So, shit. Eat 'em up, Bobcats, baby. Eat 'em up, Cats. We got Texas State Sun Belt represent facing the Rice Owls in the Serve Pro First Responders Bowl in Dallas, Texas. I may or may not be going to this game. Probably not. But hey, we got Texas State favored -5.5 in their first bowl game in forever. First bowl game forever. Haven't seen them in a bowl game in years. Decades. Not decades, but a long time. Tickets as low as $12. I might have to go to this game. But Finley having a crazy year. Ex Auburn and LSU quarterback. So doing crazy stuff. And then our running back, 199 carries for 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns. Crazy stuff there. And a receiver, 68 receptions, 963 yards for 12 touchdowns. That's where I screw that, dude. Texas State, gimme. Bobcats, eat 'em up, baby. 2, beat the Rice Owls. Easy. Stomp them. Smash the line. Money line. Over. Because they're scoring 100 points. Give me everything. Texas State ends the season with their first bowl game victory. 8 and in the season 8-5. Give me them. Then we got Kansas versus UNLV. Kansas minus 13 points in the guaranteed rate bowl. So you can get your guaranteed rate at the guaranteed rate bowl. KU favored, but like I said, minus 13 points. Yep. Kansas, Big 12, taking them down. So that's our college football action. A lot of stuff happening. Bowl games starting to ramp up. Let's see when we got some solid games. Okay. So Wednesday it starts picking up. Thursday. It's all right. Arizona, Oklahoma. Okay. Friday starts really picking up. Okay, we got Goodyear Cotton Bowl. And Saturday. And then obviously Sunday. Okay. Monday. All right. So big stuff happening in college football world. We're about to start seeing some crazy stuff. We're going to see our old Texas Longhorns taking on Washington on New Year's Day. Can't wait for that. Can't wait to cover that. That's going to be a big weekend. We're going to have a lot in store for that weekend. But we're going to go ahead and hop into our NFL Week 16 schedule. Well, we got Thursday night football that happened last night. We already went over that. Saints, Rams. Saturday's games, we got Bengals, Steelers, and Bills, Chargers. Oof. That's not good for the Chargers. No bueno. Bills might put up 200 points in that one. We'll go over it. Then our Sunday action, we got Colts, Falcons, Packers, Panthers, Browns, Texans, Lions, Vikings, Commanders, Jets, Seahawks, Tennessee, Jaguars, Bucks, Cardinals, Bears. Our America's team, Dallas Cowboys, facing the Miami Dolphins for our Sunday night football action. Oof! Just a dud of a game. Why isn't the Cowboys versus Miami the Sunday night football game? What the fuck? I guess it's because it's Christmas Eve. Not very many people are going to be watching it. But you got Patriots, Broncos, Sunday night football. And then Christmas Day, we got a banger. A banger of a day. Oh, shit. We got a banger of games. We got Kansas City facing on the Raiders. Rivalry game. So it should be a fun one. Aiden O'Connell starting to turn it up. Kansas City finally getting back into the win column. Then we got Giants, Eagles. Ooh, Eagles off 3-game losing streak. We'll see if they're able to turn it around. We'll kind of touch on that. Facing old Tommy DeVito, the Cutler Kid, and the Giants. And then we got Monday Night Football. We got the best team in the AFC facing the best team in the NFC. We got a potential future Super Bowl matchup right here. The Baltimore Ravens facing the San Francisco 49ers. Should be an electric one for Monday Night Football on Christmas Day. That is a present in itself. Thank you, NFL, for hitting us with that one. But let's go ahead and kind of look at some of the action. Saturday, we got Bengals 8-6, Steelers 7-7. All these games are starting to get pretty close. We have playoff implications in every single game. Every game matters. We got Cincinnati -3 against the Steelers. Steelers, as we've talked about, George Pickens, just people not buying in. It doesn't look, the future for the Steelers doesn't look too good for them. It only looks like they are just tanking. Bengals, though, on the other hand, with Jake Browning, it looks like they are just going up. So Bengals, give me -3 on the Bengals. Bills, Chargers. Oof. Chargers coming off the most points ever scored on them ever in the history of their franchise. Them firing their general manager and head coach. Them still have, something Easton as their quarterback. Justin Herbert could be out for the rest of the season. I'm not too sure on that one. Josh Allen and the Bills turning it up, absolutely destroying the Cowboys last week. Bills. Give me Bills by 1,000,000 to beat the Chargers. Like I said earlier, they're probably putting up 200 points. Give me the -12.5 on that one. That is just the easiest money I've ever seen in my life. Getting into the Sunday action, we got Colts, Falcons. Wow. Atlanta, -2.5. Give me Colts to absolutely smash this. Colts winning their Gardner Minshew and old Jonathan Taylor. Give me them destroying this game and easily taking down the Falcons. I don't know why that is a line at all. We're definitely going to have to make a bet on that. But give me Colts. Seahawks, Titans. Seahawks just coming off a win versus the Eagles with Drew Lock. So whether Geno Smith or Drew Lock is playing, give me Seattle -3 on this one. Lions, Vikings. We got Jared Goff facing old Nick Mullins. Detroit only favored by 3 points. Very surprising right here. 10-4. Looks like they're kind of sleeping on Detroit right here. But Detroit coming off a massive win, looking like the brand new Lions. Give me Lions easily. -3. I don't know why they think that's going to be a field goal. Interesting stuff there. Commanders, Jets. Jets coming off a shutout where they got shut out and they only scored 0 points against the Miami Dolphins. Commanders not looking too hot either. Jets favored -3 in this one. Them taking out Sam Howell pretty much halfway through the game. Because they couldn't get anything going. Jets with an amazing defense. I don't know. I don't know if I ever want to favor the Jets. Oof. Well, figured. Give me Jets -3. Improving to 6-9. 69. Yeah, I don't like that game at all. I would not bet on that game. This is not financial advice, by the way. None of this is. Previous picks or the picks I'm about to get. Packers, Panthers. Panthers coming off a win against Atlanta. Green Bay kind of struggling here going down the stretch. Green Bay favored -5. Yeah, it's hard to bet for those Carolina Panthers. They are just god awful. But hey, Panthers, as we talked about this past week, have more wins than the Eagles in December. So wow, stud of a team, stud of a franchise. At Panthers game, wow, tickets as low as $29. I thought it was lower than that. Maybe that's with fees. But give me Green Bay -5. Browns, Texans. I do not know if CJ Stroud is in or not. Let's see if this will give us any information. So remains sidelined at practice yesterday. So not looking good for his comeback. He is in concussion protocol. So old Joey Flacco in facing the Houston Texans this playoff implication game right here. 8-6 Texans facing the 9-5 Browns. Give me old Joey Flacco to have a stellar game, taking down Case Keenum. I think Nico Collins will be back in this game, so look for him to do some crazy things. But Joe Flacco and I was about to say Francis Ngannou, who is, what is it, Njoku? Give me Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow. Give me Joe Flacco and Njoku to win this one. Give me Cleveland -3. It looks like that line just changed as we speak. I swear it said 2.5. I could be wrong. But give me Browns -3. Jaguars, Buccaneers. We got the line Buccaneers. Wow, favored -3 bucks. Okay, so Baker Mayfield coming off a perfect game with like 381 yards or something like that and 4 touchdowns. So crazy game. Jaguars coming off a loss, I think. They lose? Yeah. Oh, 3 losses in a row. Bengals, Browns, Ravens. Oof. They have Christian Kirk out. They only have Calvin Ridley. ETN is back. 5-1 on the road. Bucks 3-3 at home. Give me all bake. Nah. Jaguars turn this one around on the road. They get back in that win column. This is huge playoff implication game too. 7-7 Bucks. Jaguars 8-6. Oof. That as playoffs just written all over it. But give me the AFC Jaguars taking down the NFC Bucks. So we'll take Jags +6 or +3. Then we got Cardinals Bears. We got old Kyler Murray facing old Justin Fields, 2 shitty teams. It doesn't look like there's any playoff contentions in this game, but Chicago -4, just pulling off 2 more wins. But obviously Kyler Murray out the majority of the season. This is in Chicago. Christmas Eve. Guess these all are Christmas Eve. God, I would never bet on this. This is just the fucking shit show and a half. But sure, give me Justin Fields -4. Cowboys, Dolphins. Playoffs, baby. AFC 10-4. Dolphins facing NFC 10-4. Cowboys. Cowboys just coming off an absolute dud of a game against the Bills. Getting smashed like 10-33 or something. And the Dolphins winning by like 30 points against the Jets and shutting them out completely, giving them a big old fat goose egg. I think Tyreek Hill is coming back. This should be an electric game. This will be a fun one to watch on Christmas Eve. I know, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm a little biased, but this is my Sunday game of the week. Cowboys. They're on the road. Okay, so a few shows ago, I think on Monday, maybe Tuesday, we went over the Cowboys record. At home, they're like 7-0. They are, and like the point spread, they're like plus 170 something. And then on the road, they're like 3-4. Yeah, there's a 3-4 away record. And they also, I think their point spread between teams is like -4 on the road. Them only beating, who was it? I don't even know if they have a above 500 road game win. They're only, I guess, above 500 teams that they beat are Seahawks and the Eagles. So Cowboys still number one in their division. Dolphins as well. Both have playoffs clinched. Cowboys on the road. It looks like, I'm pretty sure Hard Rock Stadium is a grass field. Cowboys do not do well on grass. This is just looking like a dud of a game again for the Cowboys, but you have to think, like, they can't just always play shit on the road. Miami -1, such an electric team. What do we do, folks? What do we do? I'll never bet against my Cowboys. Give my Cowboys +1 and give me the over on this game. Smashing the over. Hopefully it's an electrifying Christmas Eve game. Hopefully we are happy on Christmas Day. Obviously, if we're happy, we're making other people unhappy. Just sad. But give me Cowboys to win this. This shuts up all the haters. Dak Prescott gets back in the MVP conversation, beating the Dolphins on the road. Having a monster of a game, hopefully. He's also my fantasy quarterback. Come on, Dak. And then we got Sunday night football. We got Patriots dud versus the Broncos. Broncos are starting to look pretty good. They just came off a loss, though. Denver -7. I think that's an easy line right there. I think Russell Wilson and Sutton get the job done. Yeah, give me Broncos. Broncos -7. And then we got our Monday action. I forgot to do it because I didn't even think about it. But since I'm making picks right now, this would make it a Wagon of the Week segment, right? Because I'm making my wagon picks of the week. Right? I mean, sounds right to me. So, welcome to our Wagon of the Week segment. We already gave a ton of picks, but we're going to go over our Monday picks. This is our Wagon of the Week picks. So, amazing. I forgot about my segment Q. But we're going to be going over our Monday football action. Christmas Day. Christmas. Ooh, boy, did Santa Claus come. Dropped off some presents for us. He dropped off a Raiders-Chiefs rivalry game present. Chiefs -10. I don't know. It's a rivalry game. It's a rivalry game. Nobody knows what's going to happen in this one. Let's see how they fared earlier in the season. So they beat Raiders 31-17. I don't know who was their quarterback at the time, but Aiden Connell starting to come around. I think you got Josh Jacobs coming back into this game. Them coming off a monster of a game, just absolutely destroying the Chargers. So Raiders not looking too shabby, but they're going to be at the Chiefs Stadium, at Arrowhead Stadium. And give me all Patrick Mahomes to get it done. Give me all Patrick Mahomes getting it done at Arrowhead Stadium with, hopefully, Taylor Swift in attendance, getting Travis Kelce a touchdown. Actually, I'm playing Travis Kelce this week in fantasy. So please, Travis, whatever you do, don't get in the end zone, even though you probably will. So Kansas City, give me that -10. Easy money. Not really. And then we got at the 3:30 Christmas Day game. We got Giants-Eagles. We got Tommy DeVito. It's an electrifying man. Tommy Cutlett. Big dubs. Taking on the Eagles. Can the Eagles get back into the win column? It looks like the line says that they will. But hey, Giants also coming off a loss. They're not good on the road. They're just not a good team in general. Give me some Tommy DeVito electricity. Oof. These Eagles, they're going to be fucking mad. They're going to be coming out there just putting up as many points as they possibly can. Fuck it, we're riding with old Tommy DeVito. He is my fantasy quarterback as well. He's on my bench, but he is on my team. I still claim him. Give me Giants plus 13.5. Whoa, shit. Oops. So yeah, should be a fun little NFC East game right there. And then we got the matchup of the week. Monday Night Football. We have Ravens, number 1 team in the AFC at 11-3 record. A 6-1 record on the road, taking on the San Francisco 49ers, the number 1 team in the NFC with also an 11-3 record and a 5-1 record at home. This is just an electrifying game, and this has potential Super Bowl matchup written all over it. 2 monster teams right here: Lamar Jackson, Gus Edwards, Zay Flowers, Isaiah Likely, just absolutely just finding ways to win games and dominate games. And then you got 49ers, you got George Kittle, Brock Purdy, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey, just playing the best ball we have seen. And I think they had some early losses, but they have just been absolutely rolling teams ever since. Wow, they went on a 3-game losing streak. The Browns, Vikings, and Jaguars. So that's very surprising. But they have been playing almost perfect ball. Brock Purdy has been playing MVP caliber football. This will be a fun one. Great defenses, amazing offenses. We got, San Francisco -5. Ravens have been talking all week how, hey, we are the underdogs in this one. We're taking that as disrespect. We think we are the best team in the NFL. Obviously, every team's going to think that. Every team's going to think that there's disrespect. 49ers at home. This is an incredible game. Who we have, though? Who do we have winning this one? I think I'm obviously pro NFC because of my Dallas Cowboys. I think 49ers. Do they win by 5, though? Give me... I'm not going to say who's going to win, but give me Ravens +5. Ravens +5 at Levi's Stadium. But this shall be an epic performance, just on all cylinders. This should be absolutely insane. This should be one for the history books right here, and future. I mean, this is potential future playoffs right here. So this is future Super Bowl matchup right here. So this will be a fun one right here. And hey, Christmas Day, this is our Christmas present. This is from old Santa Claus. He let it snow. Let it snow for everyone. And he gave us a present of 49ers Ravens. So let's not take advantage of this. Let's be appreciative of what we have. We got arguably the best player in the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, playing their rivalry team. We got Eagles, Jalen Hurts, facing last year's Super Bowl runner-up, facing Tommy DeVito, the electric cutlet kid. And then we just got Lamar Jackson, the electric Ravens, facing Brock Purdy and his 49ers. This shall be a good one. This shall be a great one. But that's going to do it for our Bandwagon Friday show the show before Christmas. As I spoke during the program, we will be back on Wednesday. We are going to take off Christmas Day, and then the next day will be a travel day. So we will be back on Wednesday going over all these matchups, going over how I did, how all these teams did. We're going to have so much to talk about, way too much to talk about, way too much news. It might be a long show, hour-long show. We're going to have bowl games that day. Oh my gosh, it is going to be so much fun. I'm so excited to be here. If you're tuning in or if you're watching this recording, thank you. I appreciate you. But this is so much fun. I'm loving it. I'm going to keep doing this every weekday after these holidays. But 2024 should be a fun one, especially when football rolls around. But like I said, thank y'all so much for watching. I really do appreciate all of you. I'm going to get some shorts up. I'm going to get some videos up. But that's going to do it for us. So everybody, have a Merry Christmas. Have a Happy Holidays. And Bandwagoners, peace. Oh!